All right, hey, it's Mike here with Martial Arts Growth, and in this video, we're going to answer the two questions that you must figure out as a martial arts business owner if you want to know if you're going to have success going forward over the next few weeks, next year, just period in your business. And you know, these two things, the reason why we know that these are the best questions that you could ever answer is because it's the only reason that people actually join you in your business. And one of the biggest problems we see with martial arts business owners is they do not have a clear answer to these questions. And then the questions that the answers that they do have for these questions, if they do actually answer back, is crazy. And so it's not crazy in a way that it's their fault. They just, what they think and what the customers, really wanting, or the student that's going to sign up actually cares about, is just two different things. And if you're really good at martial arts and not marketing, you probably wouldn't know these things. And another thing is our natural reaction when we go to, answer these two questions I'm going to ask you is, just that normal thing where we're like, yeah, they probably want to know why it's good or why we're good or all this and that, right? But the problem is we start talking about us. And it's not about us, it's about them, and that's all that they care about. So the first question is, what value, and you might hear this and you might go, well, I've heard this, but I'm going to give you some different takes on this, all right? So number one, the first question here is, why do you exist at all in the marketplace, okay? Why do you exist at all in the marketplace? So that's the first major question, Why do you exist in the marketplace, period? Okay? You really need to be able to answer that question. When the customers see your stuff, or when they see your logo, or when they think about your ad or whatever it is, they want to know, why do you exist? The reason we exist in the marketplace is because we looked around and we noticed that martial arts marketing was broken. So we exist because we wanted to fix it. We don't want martial arts business owners to struggle. We don't want them to be doing more work and harder work than they need to. We want to show them how to get martial arts students that pay them to join by actually doing less. So that's why we exist in the marketplace. We don't want you to struggle. And you will struggle if you can't answer this question. What value do you bring? And here's what happens when we ask martial arts business owners this stuff, okay? One thing that they'll say is, well, we've got the best training, or we've got the best this, or the best facility, or we've got the most trophies, or we've won the most, and we've been around forever. What the problem is with that is that's what you think they want to hear. You think they want to hear how good you are. But when you do that, you're not talking about the most important person in that conversation, which is them. And we think by telling them those things that they're going to go, oh, wow. But really they're going, I don't get it. I don't get that, how's that going to solve my problem? Okay, so the question that you might ask yourself that's kind of similar to this one is, why should they join? Why should they join? Why should join, okay? So we shorten it up there a little bit. But why should they join, okay? Is it because you have the greatest facility? In our mind, we're thinking, yeah, they already understand martial arts and why we're so good. But here's a pro tip, okay? So pro tip, you will do so much better all throughout the rest of your days in marketing and business if you realize this one crazy thing. If you think you know what it is, down in the comments, tell me first off, why do you exist down in the comments? And why should they join, okay? Why should the students join? Why should the prospective student, your ideal student, join your school? But here's a pro tip. They do not care, okay? They don't care. They don't care about your trophies. They don't care how many awards you've won for the very best training. They don't care if you've got the best training ever. If you've spent years with the grandmasters, they do not care. Do you know what they care about? The one and only thing that they care about is, how are you going to change my life for the better? How are you going to change my life for the better? How are you gonna, what difference are you gonna make in my life if I give you my money and join your school? Why is my life going to be different? So the first question that you have to ask is, what value do we bring to the marketplace? All right? Why do we actually exist? What problem did you see out there that you were going to fix? And you need to be able to, when the customer, asks, or when they see your marketing, or when they see your ads, or when they see your school, or when they enter the building, they need to immediately, without any help, they should immediately understand, this is how our life is going to be different because of this place, these ads, these things. So my big suggestion to you is, number one, get with your team and answer these questions. If you do not have a team, then use the comment section down below and have you and the other martial arts business owners watching this, you guys get together and have a conversation and figure out what you can really come up with as a good answer to how you're going to change their life. Okay? And you might say, well, we have a lot of different clients. Yeah, that might be true. You might help kids, you might help adults, you might help athletes, you might help the elderly, you might help for flexibility, you might help for self-defense. That's great. But taking for granted that they understand that is the worst thing that we can do. What we want to do is we want to say, we help people that are, scared to go to their vehicle at night, or we help mothers that are, single mothers to never feel endangered again, or to have more confidence when they're going to their vehicle at night, or when they're at the grocery store, when they're by themselves, or when they're at the zoo, or when they're at the park with their child or whatever. That when you get with us, you will always have a 80%, 100%, 200%, any percent, this much better of a chance, or way safer because of what we teach you here, okay? Now all of a sudden they can go, oh, now I know why these guys matter, okay? The second question that you have to be able to answer is, can we as a school, can we predictably, I'm just going to put predict, but can we predictably and can we intentionally, I'm just going to put intent, can we predictably and intentionally generate students on demand when we want to? Okay? Many of you might be getting students, but do you know where they're coming from? And can you make those students come in again and again and again and again? All right? So can we predictably and intentionally get students? Can we do that? And do we know where they're coming from? So answering these two questions are going to be the most important questions that you answer going forward here to generate students for your school and grow a successful school. Both of these can easily be taken care of, okay? People are already doing it at great extents and great levels, all right? So if you asked us, why do we exist? Like I said, we exist because we noticed that martial arts marketing is broken. So we exist because we wanted to fix it. We wanted to make sure that you, the martial arts business owner, had a clear and proven system and path and strategy to generate students by doing less. So we exist so that you can get more students. Why should you join? Because you want to get more students, and you want to do that by doing the least amount of work, and you want to do it in the most efficient way possible so that you can focus on what it is that you love to do. That's the value we bring. We bring you a system. We bring you a machine. Can we predictably and intentionally get students, get new clients? Absolutely. We know to the dollar and day exactly how much we have to spend to get a new client and in what time period. And we also intentionally do it. We don't just, put our business up and just say, oh, because we did it, they will come. No, we intentionally build things and have systems in place so that we know when we're going to get a client, how much we have to spend to get that client, and we know in what time period that client will come in. So you need to be able to do that, all right? You need to be able to answer these two questions. And remember, they do not care. I mean, I can't tell you how many phone calls I've been on, how many Zooms I've done with martial arts business owners that have been in business for a long time. How many times I ask them, okay, why should people join, what's your big promise? Why should people join your school? And they always tell me, oh, we've got the best training, we've got the best equipment, the best mats, we've been around the longest, we're the greatest, we've won the most trophies, we have the most black belts come out of here, we this, we that, me this, us, me, me. They do not care, because in none of those things do they go, oh, I know how my life's going to be different now. So if you do have the answer to these questions, my next question is, do your people know about it? Are they watching a video like you're watching right now, only it's about you? So down in the comments, what I want you to do is, number one, like this video if you liked it. If not, then put the I don't like it. If you disagree with this, let me know, and let me know why you disagree with what we're saying here. And which one of these did you have already figured out? Or which one of these are you having the most struggle with, right? So down in the comments, let me know that, okay? If you like these videos, then great. Subscribe, like, follow, share. If a friend of yours also has a martial arts school and they're having trouble with this, let them know about it. Share this with them, okay? So other than that, I hope you got some value out of this, and I'll see you in the next video.